Uh, Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How are you all? I'm trying something new today. I'm trying to raise my laptop so I can stand instead of sitting. I think it looks yeah. When I'm sitting, I feel a bit. So when I stand, it's like I got a bit more energy. So which is quite nice. So today, how's everyone doing? Today, I am going to talk about vision. Why? Not just any vision, but the vision for your entire life. You wonder what does that mean by your entire life? See, what kind of like come into this business and then we start making money and things start happening. It's like, oh yeah, but there's a vision. If you got a vision for your life, you know what your vision is, then at least you know where you're going, right? But the thing with the mistake most entrepreneurs make is to have a vision for the business and everything else is kind of like left on the peripherals and let's see what happens. See, but for me, having a vision for your entire life means that you're going to live that life you want. Nothing is going to be left to chance. Yeah, nothing's going to be left to chance. You're going to live the life you want because we don't want anything left to chance. We just want to be able to live the life, our health, our community, our relationships, our spirituality, our intellectual is all being taken care of. Whilst we are still doing whatever we do, because our business focus can change. You can, and as I say, we're learning to have multiple sources of income. So your business, how you make money. But even if you have a career, 9 to 5 job, how you make money can still be the same. But ensuring that every other area of your life is solid as well is what I'm about. That's why I like to say to my clients, I like you to make money. I like you to be happy in your life, have peace of mind. But I want you to be able to talk to your neighbor. I want you to have a good relationship with your family. I want you to have a good health. I want you to be able to have the intellect, emotional, spiritual, all that area, it all counts as part of our life. But we always leave it out to chance, as if somebody else is going to fix it for us. Something, you can't like it to happen as things go on. But we know that's not how life works because when things go on, that means something has gone wrong. Then we start to focus on that. But so for me, today I want to help you all craft, or at least let's start the journey of crafting what that will look like, literally what that will look like. So it becomes like something you read every morning, part of your morning routine. You read your your life vision. You read it. You speak it. It might not be happening, but they say speak it into existence, right? You speak it into existence. Because today I read, if this every morning I have my accountability meeting with my partner every morning, 9 o'clock, no fail. And today we're reading. I'll show you quickly. Today we're reading this book. Um, Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wardle. And on chapter, it's an amazing book. If you have not read this book, it's going to be part of my book club, which I'm going to share with you in a minute. It's going to be part of my book club anyway. This book is amazing because it's so simple. It's not long, there are no long chapters. The entire book is less than what? Less than 70 pages. Oh, 59 pages to be precise. That's the entire book. But oh my God, it's packed of gems. So let me read this to you why I say what I said. That even if you're not living, even if your health is not where you want it to be right now, but you're having a successful business, even if your relationship with all your children, your family members, your extended family is not what it is at the moment. Just bear with me. See, on chapter 8, it says thinking in a certain way. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wardle. Oh my God, it's an amazing book. So it says here, right? Just towards the just in the last paragraph, effectively, it says the whole matter turns on receiving once you have clearly formed your vision. So whatever it is you want out of life, your business, your success, your health, you gotta have a vision of it. You gotta have it at least a clear, like let's say you're not very well or you're overweight or whatever, and you want to be this nice, healthy, slim, not slim, that's everybody, healthy shape for you. And you cannot, you got to envision it, but you got to do something about it. So here it is. When you have formed it, it is well to make an oral statement addressing the Supreme in a reverent prayer. And from that moment, you must, in mind, receive what you ask for. live in the new house, wear the fine clothes, ride in the automobile, go on the journey, and confidently plan for greater journeys. Think and speak all of the things you have asked for in terms of actual present ownership. So this one I was saying to you, even if you don't feel, oh my God, I've got the body, even though your business might not be doing so well, even if you haven't got that amazing relationship with your children or your family or whatever, even if you haven't got that career you want, you can speak it into existence. And that's why today I'm focused on how to help you craft your vision. Yeah. But this chapter is so important. You can speak it into being. And he says, you write it. And so when we go through the writing process, you write it as if it's in the present. It's not in the future. You're doing it now. I have an amazing business. I'm making XYZ amount of money. My health is perfect. I've got the emotional capacity to deal with this. I am living this amazing, joyful relationship with my children, my family, I've got my community, I am doing this. You speak it into being, but in the present tense, my friends. We don't do past, we don't do future. All we have is right now. So whatever you're speaking into, you're speaking into now. I love this chapter. If you haven't read this book, I suggest you go get one. I promise you, it's full of gems, and it's all doable. It's no convoluted, no chanting, no none of that. It is straight to the point. What is the water? Oh my God, yeah. Okay, just don't get me. Let's not get me started. It says, think and speak of all the things you have asked for in terms of actual present ownership. Imagine an environment and a financial condition exactly as you want them, and live all the time in that imaginary environment and financial conditions. Mind, however, that you do not do this as a mere dreamer or castle builder. Hold to the faith that the imaginary is being realized, and to the purpose to realize it. Remember that it is faith and purpose in the use of the imagination which makes the difference between the scientist and the dreamer. And having learned this fact, it is here that you must learn the proper use of the will. Because you use the will to hold everything into, use the will to hold everything into your. So all of you that know me know that I always talk about what's going on up here. Yeah. Well, everybody, we've all got the strategies, strategy galore, but whatever is going up here makes the difference. You can imagine the life you want. I imagine this business I'm running now. I imagine even when I was out of work, I imagined it into existence. And when it landed on my doorstep, you've got to pinch yourself. It's like, oh, and now I'm beginning to trust. I'm beginning to have faith. I'm beginning to have, what's the word? The inner knowing. I listen to my intuition that this is okay. It's good. And even when I denied the evidence of the senses, I deny the reality. Not because I don't live in the real world. I do. But when certain things are concerned, I know what I'm looking for. I know what I want. And I know we get it. And even though I haven't got it physically, I've got it in my imagination. And you cannot take that away from anybody. And if you think of Steve Jobs, was a big dreamer. Bill Gates, everybody, all these amazing people, all they did was dream their life into existence. But they took action. They literally took action. And that's what Wallace D. Wallace is saying. You dream it here and you live from that place. You take action from the place of knowing. I always say to myself, I'm living with I take action for my future self. I do things like there are some things you imagine the way to come about will actually blow your mind. But always worry about, oh my God, how is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? Stop worrying about the how, my friends. Yeah. And that's why when you craft your vision and you can read it yourself every day, it becomes part of your money habit, your money ritual. It is so good because it's almost like you're reminding yourself, this is why I do what I'm doing. This is the why. This is your why. You know it. So what does that mean? Okay, so let's say you want let's say your business. You want to be making what? Half a million, a million, 10x, whatever. And the question you ask yourself, what do I desire in this area? So the areas you're looking at health and fitness, your intellectual, emotional, your character as a person, yeah, your spiritual life, your relationship with the one, the God, Allah, Jehovah. It doesn't matter what you call that being that is all greater than all of us. What's your relationship with that? Love, your relationships, not just your love relationships, but your colleagues, your your employees, your neighbor. Relationship with yourself is the most important relationship. How do you even treat you? Do you love you? Do you respect you? Do you trust you? How do you treat you? Because how you treat you is kind of like what we kind of like send that to other people, whether we like it or not. You know, your parenting, if you're a parent, what do you envisage for you as how would you like to parent? How would you like to parent? What's your goal? What's your strategy? What's your vision? I didn't have one. I also said, I was ready. I was ready. I was glad I had a child, but I was like going through. I was like, okay, yeah. What's my vision? What's my plan for being a parent? What does being a good parent mean? You got to define all this stuff. What does good mean to you? And when we didn't know when you've arrived at good, you know, what kind of relationship do you want with your children? What kind of relationship do you want with your parents, your grandparents, your uncle, your cousins? Because you see, there's no there's no point chasing money if it's going to make you incredibly miserable. Literally, there is no point chasing anything that will make you miserable because all you're doing is just chasing one thing. You don't even chase after anything. You let things come to you. You do what you have to do, but anything you chase always runs away from you, right? Unless you want to catch it with brute force. And anything you catch with brute force, it doesn't kind of end well, let's be honest. So, your social life, what kind of what's your desire for your social life? Do you want to be very sociable or not sociable? Do you want to have people around for dinner? Do you want to be part of the community? Whatever it is, your financials. Yeah. What's your vision for your financial life? Your, and that comes under your business or your bank account, your investments. What does that look like? You got your career. If you're a career person, what does it look like? Are you where you want to be? Are you happy doing it? What's the plan? What's the vision? What's the grand vision for your life? Because you see, all these 12 areas have to come together. So you got your health and fitness, you got your intellectual, you got your emotional, you got your character, you got spiritual, you got your relationship, you got your parenting, you got your social, you got your financial, you got career, and they got the grand vision. For everything. If I'm missing something. You got everything. So when you got all that 12, then so the question you ask yourself is, for your financial, what do I desire about this area? That's your premise. That becomes your premise. What do you desire for your financials? Do you want to have more money? Do you want to have more investment? How do you want to, how do you want to spread your investment? How do you want to, how do you even want to acquire money? How do you want to treat this? How do you want to save? All this exciting stuff to do with money. What is the premise? What do you desire money for? What is your vision? What is your vision for your financial year? What do you have a vision? You want to multiply it, see it grow, see it steady? What is your vision for it? Why do you want this? Why do you want more money? Why do you want more investment? Why do you want to save? And then the last question is, what do you need to do to go get it? What do you need to improve your financials, or what do you need to do today? That's a strategy. Are you going to start investing more? Are you going to expand your business? What are you going to do it? So in all this area of your life, you ask these questions. What do I desire about this area? What is my vision for this area? Why do I want this? What do I want this? Why do I want this finance? Why do I want this desire? And then what are you going to do to get it? So those are the 4 questions you ask for each area of your life. Your financials, your health and fitness, your career, your emotional, your relationship, your intellectual. You wonder, what are you intellectual for? How are you feeding your mind? Literally, how are you feeding your mind? That's your intellectual. How are you feeding your mind? What are you doing to develop you? Besides you working 9 to 5, or besides you focus on your business, are you doing anything else to develop you as a person, to make you a grounder, more appealing, more enlightened being? Because don't forget, our life is not just business, career, this, parents. There are other areas of your life we got to grow with. And by you being expanding your intellectual, you have got more. It opens your mind to all other possibilities. It opens your mind so much to so many possibilities you wouldn't believe. Go into personal development, or you like yoga, or you like dance, whatever. Open your intellectual mind, you know, emotional mind. Are you emotionally available or not? And then how do you improve that? What can you do to improve that? Do I need to go on an emotional course? What do I need to do? Do I need to be a bit more tangible? Whatever it is you need to do, you figure it out. That's your strategy. You see, when you put all this together and you start to see your life as a whole, not as bits, that is what becomes, that's how you become successful. As a 300, as you call 360-degree human being, you are all rounded. No part of your life is left to see. Let's see what happens. You got an amazing relationship with your children. You got an amazing relationship with your spouse. You got a relationship with you. Your intellectual is supported. Your emotional is supported. Your financial, your health and fitness. You don't wait for the doctor to say, "Oh my God, your high blood pressure is going up," or you got low blood sugar, your oxygen level is low, or your knee hurt. You don't wait for things to happen, start breaking down before you start taking action. You don't. Because when you read your life vision every day, it reminds you of all this area of your life that you need to, okay. I know sometimes life gets in the way. I hear you. However, if you can read every day and you start to kind of like, okay, maybe I'm not doing, maybe I'm spending too much hours at work, so I'm neglecting my emotional, I'm neglecting my spiritual, and neglecting my social life. Okay, how do I? It helps you to organize yourself. It helps you to orient your day. It helps you to focus on those things that are important in your life, which is all area of your life is important. All areas of your life is important. That's why we have them. And that what makes life sweet. That what makes life interesting. That what makes us, even people want to be around, we become a magnet for people. Not just any people, but people that we vibe with, people that we gel with. And if you want to go, yeah, if you want to rise to the next level, you got to kind of like, you cannot be the same person that wants to go higher. You cannot take the same thing with you to go. You have to kind of like step up, right? So if you want to earn that kind of 6, 7, 8, 9 figures, you have to step up intellectually, emotionally, spiritually. You have to kind of like go high. You cannot stay here and then you want to go high. You gotta move. You have got to move, my friends. And this, when you have a vision for your life and you read it and you see it every day and you craft it, take your time. And it's in the present tense. I am living, I am having, you know, when when you do that, it's just as amazing. It's just as and you read it every day, it helps you to just, you know where you're going, literally. So if you're a parent and you're kind of like, not, all you're doing is just like, you put food on the table, you're not kind of like engaging with your children. Because I hear parents say, oh, well, they don't talk to me. They don't talk to you because you don't really talk to them. The only time you talk to them is when you're backing instructions. When you actually sit down and talk and you spend time with them, they'll talk to you. You get to know what's going on in their mind. You have a conversation and you listen. If you listen, sometimes we treat children as if, okay, they're here now. So, yeah, okay, they don't, as they get older. Oh, yeah. But if you actually listen to your children, they give you the information you need. Literally, they give you the information. But are you willing to listen? That's it. That's you got to listen. It's no point asking for information. Okay. And also, if it's not kind of like in line what you want to hear, it's like, oh, then you kind of want to shut the conversation down. That's not, you got to listen. And by crafting your vision, you say, what kind of parent do I want to be? How was I parented? What was good about my parenting? Okay, I take that. My parents did that good job. My grandparents did that kind of good job. I like it. And then you kind of like take from everywhere and then you bring your own in. Because we parent differently. But you want to do a better job than your parents did. Because I don't care how good a parent is. There's always a room for improvement because we're all human. There's like we're all human. There's always room for improvement. That's me. I just think we're all human and there's always room for improvement. And that's why this vision is so good. When you look at your life in 12 categories, it's amazing. It's amazing. Honestly, it helps you to focus on all these areas. We always forget our relationships. We just kind of take it for granted. Oh yeah, they'll always be there. I can work, I can work late. Da, 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 da. Communicate. Tell them, I love you. You know, date night. Have a conversation. But when you have a vision for your life and you know that, oh, your love relationship, I want an amazing love relationship. What does that look like? What do I have to do to get it? What's your strategy? Oh, date night. Okay, maybe once in a while, once a quarter, we take a trip. Just the two of us. And as the kids get older, you can do more. So that you don't become one of those couples that you can't like just hanging in there just because, yeah, it's comfortable. You want to hang in there, you're not hanging in there, you're there because you want to be there. In every fiber of your being wants to be there because you love this person. You got a life with this person, you have a laugh, you have a giggle. That's what, and so when you craft your relationship, when you craft all this your vision using these 4 questions, you know, what do I desire about this area of your love relationship? What is my vision for your what do I want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want it? And how are you gonna get if you answer these 4 questions in all these 12 areas and you can honestly look at it and then you start to craft your vision around it. It's just be you just have an amazing life. Literally, because it's not going to be a coincidence. It's going to be unless happen. It's not going to be a life of chance. It's a life of purpose. You purposely sat down and you crafted it with awareness, with love from a place of spirituality, from a place of knowing, from a place of trust and faith. That's what happens when you can do that. Oh my God, life just becomes sweeter. Everything in your life flows. Yeah, are there going to be challenges? That's what life is all about, challenges. But you know how to navigate it now because you know what you want. You know your why. You have got your big vision, your why. You know where you're going. And because you know where you're going, yeah, you just stay on course. You literally stay the course. And that's how magic happens, my friends. That's how you see people with amazing relationships. But now you're purposely crafting one so that you can have that. It doesn't happen by coincidence. There's no magic. It just happened because you intentionally set it out that way and you took action to make it happen. Just like we'll take action with our business, but we always forget about the rest of our life. We always say, oh yeah, we've got a KPI to meet and we've got this strategy meeting and that strategy meeting. But what about the rest of your life, your health, your spirituality, your emotional being, your financials, your career? Why don't we just plan all of them as well? So this is kind of like the first video, probably many. I'll probably what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna break them down one at a time. For all the different categories, how you even craft it. And what I will do, I will start to put what you call a PDF together. So you can attach a PDF so you can see what it looks like. But right now, it's just an introduction gives you an idea. Okay, well, how do I think so you can start to think about it. Start thinking about it and start writing them down. Just have it like a brain dump. Just dump something in each category. And then what we do, each week we just take one and we just work on it. And each week we take one. So for the next 12 weeks, we know what we're doing, right? By the end of by week 13, you got your vision all written out. How does that sound? Because that would actually be even better than me talking about it. At least we can kind of like walk through it. And I will include a PDF. So that's an action on me to include a PDF for what each area will look like, So next week, what we can start with financial. Yeah, we can start with financial next week. So note to self, start with financial. So next week, I'll put a PDF together. And when I put out the video, then there will be a PDF attached so you can see how to write your financial goal. your financial life, the vision for your financial, and then we just break it down one at a time. And then by the time you know we've done all 12, and that would be amazing. Sometimes kind of like we break it down because sometimes it gets a bit too much. Kind of like we just kind of like do something that's in between because I don't want it to be all be about vision, vision, vision. So yeah, so I just thought, because I was doing mine, I was kind of reviewing mine. I was thought, oh my God, I haven't done this. Okay, maybe some I just bring it to the community and see. Yeah, another thing I was going to say, big announcement. I've got I'm launching my community in school, as in SKOOL, this week. So I am so excited. So yeah, so if you can go in, register. You need to register on the school platform, and then I'll put when I launch the community, I'll put a video out on YouTube and everywhere, and on TikTok, yeah, Facebook as well. So inviting all of you yeah, just check it out and please give me feedback. Honest, constructive feedback will be appreciated. So that's it for today, my friends. So start thinking about your vision for your life, and in those 12 areas: your health and fitness, your spiritual, your emotional, career, finance, um, what's the other one? Intellectual, parenting, relationships. What have I missed? Character. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh, that's a very good one. Character. What else is there? What have I missed one? Social life. Then you got what's the other one? Your grand vision. This is one I missed. I can't even read my own handwriting. That's just so funny. What's that? Something clarity. I think I missed one. Yeah. I think I've got it all. Health, fitness, intellectual, emotional, character, spiritual, law, relationship, parenting, social life, financial, career, and the grand vision. There are 12. So yeah, so if you can start thinking about that, to have an idea, I think just have a brain dump in these areas. Because the question is, what do you desire about this particular area? What is your vision for this particular area? Why do you want it? Why do you want what you want? You've got to know why you want what you want, right? And then the last thing is, what are you going to do to get it? So that's a strategy. So yeah, let's pick that up next week and we'll continue. So next week I am doing financials next week, just to give you an idea of how to write it, how to craft it in one particular area, and then we kind of like break it down over the next coming weeks. I'll kind of like I will intermix with other things in between, but we will do this by then. Before the end of February, it's all going to be done. Yeah, February now for 12 weeks. No, that's not because we're already in mid of December, so that will take us to March. Yeah, first quarter, that's fine. But once you get the first one done, it gives you an idea, you know. Or maybe what I would do is maybe even do the grand vision, but you have to have an idea what the constituent parts look like before you can have the grand vision, right? So unless you're a big thinker, then that'd be good. So let's do the financials next week, and then we take it from there. So have a fantastic weekend, everyone. And thank you for listening to me. My name is Neka, and I will see you all next week. Take care and bye for now.